Hey Donald, my name is Nick Manto. Happy to be the founder, CEO of the Solar Scouts. We're an electrical contractor. I'm based right here in the Colony, right in the Frisco, Plano area. Actually, just completed a recent install in Rockwall, although the technical jurisdiction for permitting was McClendon Chisholm. So I wanted to share with you how we might be able to help you do something with this as well, take advantage of this. So the problems that we're helping to solve for people, the price of electricity from 1978 until today is increasing roughly 5% per year. And since 2021, it's been going up closer to 10% per year. I'm getting all that from the U.S. Bureau of Labor and Statistics published by the Federal Reserve Bank's economic data. So today, on average, if you're with Oncor and in the general DFW Metroplex, the average rate today is 19.5 cents a kilowatt hour. That's all in. That's your energy charges plus your transmission fees. That, unfortunately, if we make no changes whatsoever, if you stick with the status quo with whatever you're doing today, that's going to get even more expensive, and it's going to happen even more rapidly than it has been. ERCOT is projecting that next summer of 2026, we will have right around a 6% deficit of supply of electricity. So the demand is booming from data centers for artificial intelligence and cryptocurrency, from population growth, from electrification of both homes and vehicles, and then that's all exacerbated by extreme weather. Next summer, there will be a shortage of electricity, and that's going to be right around 6%, which means that 6% of meters, whoever ERCOT chooses, will be without power for some amount of time. And that's increasing. That problem's going to get worse before it gets better. So the two problems that we're helping people solve is your price is going through the roof, going to continue to rise. It would never go away if you changed nothing. And the risk of power outages is going to increase every single year. We've done some of our own projections. We know that the amount of electricity we're going to use is going to double in 5 years. The reason we know that is because ERCOT and Oncor receive interconnection requests for these huge facilities and huge developments well in advance of their actual construction. So we know what's being built, and we have projected timelines for when it would be built. This is a very conservative graph. Today, the peak demand in Texas is like 85 gigawatts. If that doubles, that'd be 160, 170 gigawatts up in this range. Well, in 2030, if the demand only increased a little bit and the supply is continually increasing, then the price would follow as well. It's going to go up. However, we know that the demand curve is actually steeper than this. So that's why this is a relatively conservative estimate. 5 years from now, conservatively, we think the average rate in the Metroplex is going to be 34 cents a kilowatt hour, probably higher than that, unfortunately. So the way that this system is going to protect you, you should be producing all of your electricity on site. You should store that power that you produce during the day in batteries, so that way you can use the battery's electricity at night. For every 10,000 kilowatt hours of electricity that you're using, we project over the next 25 years that you will experience $90,000 of savings. Again, very conservative. Conservative on the estimation of what are the rates going to increase to, as well as this explores what would be a very high-priced solar system. It's going to be cheaper than that. So odds are to be even better than that over the full life of the system. Just more details of how electricity works today in Rockwall Heath. All this electricity is being generated from solar farms in West Texas, battery farms in West Texas, hydroelectric plant around the Rio Grande, wind farms in South Texas along the coast, West Texas as well. The largest coal plant is in San Antonio. Largest nuclear plants are around the coast, a little southwest of Houston. And the largest natural gas electric plant is east of Houston there. And so the largest power production facilities are spread out throughout the state. Of course, we got some that's more local to us, but for the most part, they're on your electricity bill, you've got energy charges for the electricity itself and transmission fees. Without batteries, you're still using power from the grid at night. You would be billed for those transmission fees. So, how these systems work. Your solar system is going to produce power for your home when the sun is shining. The surplus electricity is going to charge your batteries. When the batteries are full, when the home is totally powered, if you're still producing a surplus, then you'll export that electricity to the grid. You will earn a value or a credit for that electricity. That value is going to vary. I help walk you through all that and make sure that you're going to get the best value, the best optimization for whatever type of system we set up for you. At nighttime, you're going to use power from the batteries first. Then only if needed will you use electricity from the grid. If you're using power from the grid, you're going to use these credits first before they charge you extra on top of that. And then, of course, the cherry on top to all of this is you're also going to get a backup power solution in all of this. In the event of a power outage, the system is going to enable the solar to stay on and running, powering the home during the day, recharging the battery. When a cloud rolls overhead or at nighttime, whatever, you'll use the juice from the battery. So long as the sun rises again the next day, you've got a cyclical, recurring fuel source, so you never lose power again. Was able to roughly map your system. Like I mentioned, I believe you're using about 19,500 kilowatt hours a year. You've got a lot of roof space. We'd come out and measure everything, make sure it all works as well. And so this is a system that you would need to power all of your home. Of course, this does not yet take into context, are you making energy efficiencies, or are you adding more electrical appliances, an EV, a pool, a hot tub? Are you a younger family or an older family, right? Are there teenagers in the home that are about to move out? And so all those types of things will impact usage habits. I want to get on a call with you to go over all these details, really refine this, make sure that we've got this 100% correct, and then talk about, okay, what's it going to take to actually do this, and is it worth your while? There's a few different strategic levers available to you. I'm going to help guide you through that, get a better understanding of who you are, what you do, why you do it, and how you do it, and then I know I'm going to be able to align a solar plan with that. What most of my clients are experiencing is something exactly like my clients in Grand Prairie are experiencing. So with their solar and battery system, we're able to get them negative electricity bills. And so what I want to set up in anticipation for you is whatever your power bills are today, I know with a very high level of certainty, I'm going to be able to get you to an average of $15 a month, your grid power bill. That's just for stuff like base connection fees, things like that. We can get your grid electricity bill to $15 a month on average. Some of the months will be negative, in which case some of the months might be positive as well. A lot of things impact that, especially if it's a home with natural gas or if it's an all-electric home. Those things shift and change. So in general, though, I'm going to go to get your grid electricity bill to $15 a month. And so now the only thing that we got to figure out is what are we eligible for in terms of the incentives, and how can we get this implemented? Most of my clients choose to pay nothing up front, nothing out of pocket. We'll get a utility company to fund the system. So these utility companies pay me to do all the work. Again, my company is the Solar Scouts. We're an electrical contractor to be our guys doing the actual construction for you. We do everything from beginning with a site survey. That's going to help us create the engineering plans. We submit that to the city, to Oncor for the permits and approvals there. If you have a homeowners association, I'll help you with that, just depending on how the HOA is set up. We're going to get all the equipment there to you. We're going to build it and construct it. We'll have all the inspections pass. We'll turn the system on. And then you and I will do another Zoom call at that stage where we can go over the monitoring setups, which depending on what type of system you go with, it might look something like this. This is actually my client in Rockwall / McClendon Chisholm that we were just talking about. As luck would have it, it was the first thing that popped up. So his system's operating normally. He actually has had solar for a few years now through a different company. He came to us to understand why his system was not performing up to his expectations. He happens to be in the Farmers Electric Co-op, but it effectively works the same way. The way his original solar installer set him up was with like a 50% offset system. So his system was only producing about half of his electricity, maybe 60%, something like that. We were able to plug that into this system. We added more solar for him. So you can see it's on a different section of his roof. So, but we basically doubled his total production and we added batteries into his system. And so you can see, hey, it's producing power. He's had it for, we just got it installed August 20th for him there. And so you'd have very similar visibility to your system's performance in terms of how much did I use in total today. So this is September 3rd. His system produced 31 kilowatt hours. He exported 21 of those kilowatt hours to the grid. He only had to import 0.2 kilowatt hours that day. And his home used in total of 62 kilowatt hours. So that also leads us to believe we know that he uses batteries. So some good graphics, stuff like that. So we would go over exactly how all that works, all that fun stuff. And you're going to love it because it's going to eliminate your grid power bill. We're going to create a consistency, a fixed cost that never goes up, never increases, whether you buy it all up front outright, which most people are not doing, but you totally could. Not going to stop you there. Instead, we'll get a company to fund the project for us. They'll pay us everything, give you a fixed monthly payment. It's going to, the function of the system is going to reduce and eliminate the grid bill, and then we're just going to replace that with a smarter, better, faster, stronger bill. Again, that never goes up, never increases. We're going to take care of all of anything you ever need. We want to be your first point of contact. Gives us an opportunity to ask for another 5-star review. Gives us an opportunity to ask for an introduction or a referral, and go from there. So again, what we're going to do is we're going to help you protect yourself from the rising prices. The prices are going to go up. And if you made no changes, you're going to have an electric bill forever. And then power outages, maybe you experience a lot of them already. Maybe you don't experience much or any at all. Either way, this is a cherry on top benefit. The batteries, you need them anyways in order to see an economic value out of the system. And the cherry on top is that you're also adding that resilience and durability for your home specifically. Lots of other fun things that we could do. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. My name is Nick Manto, and looking forward to hopefully chatting with you soon. Thanks, Donald. See ya.